Because I won't know. Okay, sorry about all of that. I'll introduce myself. My name is Leslie Yeager, and some of you may recognize me from volunteering at this event the last 2 years um, as a Reiki practitioner and as someone who attends the dance at the end, which I'm really going to miss this year. Um, this my this yoga class is designed to bring you into the present, focus on yourself, and try to slow some of that monkey mind that we have. All of my yoga classes are slow and gentle, um, to try to take our bodies out of the sympathetic nervous system and into the parasympathetic, rest and relax, to help repair um, our bodies from the daily inundation of all of all of what we get. We don't realize how much um, our sympathetic nervous system, our fight and flight, are always on. So my goal isn't to put you in perfect yoga moves. It is to just get you in your body and in a quiet, calm place for about an hour. Um, that said, everything that I'll do today is a suggestion, and feel free to adjust um, as your body and your mind allow you to. So you don't have to do exactly what I do. Make sure that you're listening to your body and honoring that. So we'll get started. Um, there are a couple of poses that I am going to do as partner yoga. If you have a partner with you in the room, if you don't, you can definitely do them by yourself. My cousin Brittany, my niece Brittany, is going to help me demonstrate the partner yoga moves. There's only a couple of them when we get to them. So we'll get started in this comfortable seated position, and that can be anything. You can sit uh, on a pillow or on a blanket if you want, with your legs folded or straight out. The goal is to just be comfortable in this seated position. And close your eyes, or at least look down and let your eyes softly focus on something. So I will cue closing your eyes, and you don't necessarily have to close your eyes. Just look down and softly focus on something else. And bring your attention into your breath. You don't have to change the ins and outs. Just start to notice your breath, just rising and falling, and noticing your body let your shoulders relax away from your ears, and your arms just rest lightly wherever is comfortable. Feel the parts of you that are touching the floor and just notice, bringing your attention more into the present moment and allowing yourself this time to focus on you and the present moment. Knowing that your to-do list will be there when we're done, and allowing your mind to settle along with your body. Take a few deep breaths, just naturally with your body, not forced. Focus on the exhale and allow yourself to calm even further. If your eyes are closed, you can open them lightly. You can keep them closed if you want. And we'll start with just some head rolls. So inhale, lengthen through the spine, just if you can sit up nice and straight with your inhale. And exhale, tip your chin to your chest. Feel the back of your neck lengthen and along your shoulders. Keeping your focus on your breath. And then on your next inhale, slowly roll your right ear to your right shoulder. And on your exhale, roll your chin back to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. And continue doing this with your own breath, seeing if you can make it fluid. And moving with your breath, your inhales and your exhales. Noticing sensations in your neck, in your shoulders, in your jaw. Feeling free to experiment a little bit with the movement, tipping your chin up or down, maybe. Noticing how the sensations are different. Listening to your body. We'll do one more breath on each side. And when you're done, allow your chin to rest on your chest again. Just noticing. And then moving your head through center, tipping your head back, lifting your chin, stretching the front of your neck. Take a deep breath here. Roll your shoulders back and open up your chest. Nice heart opener here. Lifting your chin, opening. One more deep breath here. And then exhale your head back to neutral. Let your shoulders come back to rest comfortably away from your ears. And we'll do a few shoulder rolls. So we'll lift your shoulders up to our ears and roll them back. Let the shoulder blades come together and down, forward and up. You can move with your breath, exhaling down, inhaling up, keeping the focus on your body and on your breath, noticing sensations that you may be having. Do one more in this direction, and then we'll switch directions the next time you come forward. We'll switch that to backwards. Tipping your chin if you want to. We don't want to undo the relaxation that we have already put into our neck. Take another deep breath here. Last shoulder roll. And then come to stillness again. Let your shoulders relax, let your arms relax. Take a couple of deep breaths. Notice in your body if you're holding any place. And see if you can let those parts relax even further. So we're going to do a couple of partner yoga moves. If you don't have a partner, you can do these by yourself. That's fine. Brittany, would you please come assist? So this is my niece, Brittany. Come on over. If you have a partner, sit back to back on your yoga mat. If not, just sit up straight, legs out straight in front of you. So we're going to start with a gentle back twist. So bend your right leg and put your right calf to your right knee. Okay. Now, if you don't have a partner, you'll just do this without the partner. So I'm going to twist to my left and grab my partner's right knee, and my partner's going to twist to the left and grab my right knee. So this just gives you can press up against your partner. It gives you a little bit of leverage to get a little bit deeper into this stretch. And then breathe deep so that your partner can feel you breathe. And if you don't have a partner, breathe deep and feel your ribs expand and contract. One more deep breath here. And then relax back to neutral. Let that right leg go back out straight. Take a moment, sit up nice and straight. Take a nice deep breath in. And this time we'll bend the left knee and bring it in. Let it fall out. Perfect. And we'll twist to the right. So I'll twist to the right. Brittany will twist to the right. And we'll grab each other's knee. And sit up nice and tall and straight and against your partner and breathe so that they can feel your breath. Or if it's just you, breathe so that you can feel your ribs expand and contract. Nice deep breaths. Feeling into your body, just noticing. Taking one more deep breath here. Exhale fully. And then slowly return back to center. Let that leg go out straight. The next partner yoga, and again, if you don't have a partner, just do this on your own. Sit up nice and tall. And we're going to do a forward fold. So we'll do two of these. The first one, I'll fold forward and Brittany will lean back on me to give me just a little bit of resistance. So if you are working with a partner, communication is key here. So I'm going to inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold forward. Brittany's going to lean back and just give me a little bit of extra, let's say, gravity. You can lean a little bit more, Brittany. Good. So breathe into this. If you're folded forward, pay attention to your knees and make sure that they're not locked. We don't want to hurt our knees here. You can also lengthen through the spine so you're hinging at the hips a little more and just notice how that feels. Again, communication with your partner is key if you're in this with a partner, keeping your arms and shoulders relaxed. Allowing gravity to pull you into this. Nice deep breaths. Let's do one more deep breath here. Full inhale, completely exhale. And then we'll slowly come back to seated. Take a breath here. Nice deep breath. Back to back with your partner if you're there. If not, feel your belly expand and contract. And then your partner, or you again, take a nice deep breath in, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, fold forward. And I'm just going to lay back a little bit here and give Brittany a little bit more gravity, we'll say. Is that good? Okay. If you're folded forward, continue to breathe. Nice deep breaths. One more deep inhale. Fully exhale. And then when you're ready, slowly make your way back to seated. And take a deep breath here. And exhale out. Thank you, Brittany. We're going to transition to tabletop. So knees under hips, and I'm going to use this blanket under my knees. Hands under shoulders, fingers spread wide here, tops of your feet on the floor. The first thing I want you to do is I just want you to notice your lower back and your hips. Take a deep breath in and pull your belly button into your spine and notice if that changes how you're holding your back. Press in with your hands and lift your chest. And before we do a full cat-cow, we're just gonna do some pelvis tilts. So exhale or inhale, we're gonna tilt our pelvis towards our shoulders, so our lower back will dip. And exhale, we're gonna tip our pelvis the other way. So these will probably be very small movements. However, if you sit a lot like I do, you will still feel this nice release in your lower back as you tilt your pelvis back and forth. Nice and slowly being mindful. And again, only doing this if it's comfortable for you. So noticing as you exhale, inhale, how this affects your lower back. Your shoulders are pretty much staying still and quiet. We'll do one more. And come to stillness and just notice. Notice if you're holding your back differently than you were before. And we'll do some full cat-cow. So this time, drop your belly and your chest and lift your head slightly. And exhale, round your back. Press in with your hands and tuck your chin. Inhaling, rounding your back. Lifting your chest. And exhaling, rounding your back. So imagine on your inhale, you've got something heavy sitting on your back. And on your exhale, there's a balloon being blown up underneath the feet. Let's do two more with your breath. And we'll meet back in tabletop when you're done. Taking a moment here, again, just to notice. So we'll do a little spinal balance before we start to make our way to standing. So I want you to make sure that your knees and your arms are good and stable. And we're going to start with our right leg and we're just going to take it back, let the toes rest on the floor. And then we're going to take the left arm and point your fingers at the wall ahead of you. Inhale, lift that foot off the floor, that right foot off the floor. And reach with your heel to the wall behind you. So you're reaching with your left fingertips, reaching with your right heel. Notice your back. Make sure that your spine is straight. Breathe. Continue to breathe. Good. One more deep breath. And exhale, slowly let your hand and your knee come back down. Readjusting your tabletop. Listen to your body. Make any moves that it needs. We'll prepare to do the other side. So inhale, we're going to bring that left foot back, this time toe on the ground. Right hand forward. Lifting your left foot up. Reaching with your heel and your fingertips. Noticing your back. Breathing. Good. One more deep breath here. Exhale, bring your hand and your knee back down. Adjusting if you need to, listening to your body. So we're going to do a few series here. So we're going to start in tabletop. We're going to inhale into cow. So lift your chest and your head. Exhale, we're going to press back into child's pose. So hips come to heels, arms stretch out. Inhale back to cow. This time on your exhale, we're going to tuck your toes and send our hips up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come back into plank and into cow. Exhale, down and back into child's pose. So moving with your breath, on your inhales, you'll be in cow. On your exhales, you'll either be in downward facing dog or child's pose. If either one of those are uncomfortable for you, you can do the opposite every time instead of switching back and forth. Again, listen to your body and move with your breath. And let's do one more series. We'll end in tabletop. So take your time. Make sure you get all the way through your last series. We'll pause here in tabletop for a moment, just to notice our body. Bring our focus back to our breath. We're going to make our way to standing. So any way you want to do that, you can move through facing dog, or you can just step up like I just did from your knees. And we'll start in forward fold. So your feet about hip distance apart, your knees bent, you're folded over your legs. Your hands are just, and arms are just hanging. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Inhale slowly to standing. Hey, Brittany, can you take a look and see if my head's getting cut off? Because I did adjust it. Thank you. And once you find yourself standing, close your eyes or relax your eyes again. Thank you, ma'am. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears. You can have your feet about hip distance apart and let those knees relax. Just feel your feet on the floor. Feel your body nicely stacked. Just feel yourself standing. And then turn your palms out and let your fingertips reach for the floor. Lengthen through the spine, pull your belly button in, the crown of your head reach for the ceiling. Notice your knees, let your knees be loose and not locked. We're just going to bring our hands or our fingertips together in front of us. And inhale, lift our arms up and out. And let our fingertips touch overhead. Exhale, let your arms float back down. Inhale, arms up. Fingertips touch overhead. Exhale, arms come down. Fingertips touch in front of you. 2 more times with your breath. Feeling a space around you. When you're done, let your arms relax again at your side. And we're going to step our feet out so that they're about shoulder width, maybe a little further than shoulder distance apart. Lengthen through the spine. Let your shoulders roll back. Let your knees relax. No locked knees here. And then take your fingertips to the corners of the room. Your feet are reaching to the corners of the floor. Your fingertips are reaching to the corners of the ceiling. Your head is reaching to the ceiling. 5-pointed star. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale deeply. Exhale, we're going to bend our knees and our elbows down into goddess. Exhale, back up. So you may need to turn your toes out. Find where this is comfortable in your body and always, always adjust so that you're comfortable doing this. Inhaling, up, reaching. Exhaling, bending knees and elbows. One more. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Reach, reach, reach. Now bring your hands just to your hips. Let your shoulders relax again. We're going to take our right foot and turn it out. Left foot's going to turn in slightly, and you may need to adjust here. So we're going to work our way into a warrior 2. And your feet do not have to be on the same plane. Make sure that this is comfortable. Your right knee is going to bend over your right ankle. Arms extend out to the side. So your chest is facing forward on the same plane as your hips. Your front knee is bent. Your arms are reaching to the side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, we're going to bring our palms to the heart. Notice which hand is on the outside. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart, opposite hand on top. Inhale, reach. Adjust if you need to. Exhale, hands to heart. 2 more times. Last one. Good. Let your arms relax down to your sides. Feel into this leg. Stand here for a moment, pulling your belly button in and just noticing. Good. Straighten that right leg. We're going to turn those toes back forward and we're going to switch directions. So this time left toes go out and you may need to adjust to finding your warrior 2. Your right toes are going to turn in slightly. Your left toes turned out, your knee over ankle. Find where this is comfortable and then inhale your arms up. Reaching with your arms. Breathing. Ready? Inhale out. Exhale, hands to heart. Notice which one's on top. Exhale out. Inhale, hands to heart, opposite hand on top. Inhale out. Exhale in. Noticing your hands, noticing your breathing. Keeping your legs in warrior 2. Last one. Inhale out. Exhale in. Take a breath here with your hands at heart. And then let your arms just relax down to your sides again. Feel into your legs, pull your belly button in. Good. Straighten that left leg. Turn your toes back forward. Readjust your stance. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. Bend your knees. Take your time. Folding forward. Let your fingertips find the floor. Adjust your legs and your knees so that this is comfortable. Take a couple of deep breaths here and just notice. Trust your legs, they're strong. Let your shoulders relax. Good. On your next inhale, you're just going to press in with your fingertips and lengthen your spine. So you're going to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold and relax again. With your breath, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. 2 more. And we'll meet back, wide-legged forward fold. Your shoulders relax. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale fully. And inhale, slowly roll up to standing again. If you need a little leverage, your hands can be on your hips. Taking a moment to find your mountains of standing. Bring your feet back together. We're going to do a little bit of balancing before we make our way back to the floor. And I'm going to ask Brittany to come and assist. If you don't have a partner, again, this is something that you can do by yourself. But if you do have somebody in the room with you, it is fun to do with a friend. So we're going to do tree. And since we're standing next to each other and my right leg is next to her left leg, I'm going to balance on my right, she's going to balance on her left. So you want to be kind of close because either you're going to hold each other at the waist or we'll take our arms up next to each other. So we'll start here. And your tree, you'll balance through your standing leg. Your tree can be at your ankle, at your calf, or at your thigh. And finding your tree. Kind of fun with a partner. You got to work together to make this work. Lengthen through the spine. Find something that's not moving to focus on. And when you're ready, you can bring that front hand together. If you're standing in tree, just you can bring your hands together at heart center, like this prayer position. If you've got your balance down, you can take your, we do not have that. You can take your arms up to hold like this. So up to you. Bring your belly button in. Let there be a little bit of play in that standing leg. Lengthen through the spine. Imagine that not all of the weight is in your leg. Imagine that you spread it out throughout your body and you're standing. All of the work is being done, spread out throughout your body. Don't forget to breathe. One more breath here. And then we're going to slowly take our foot down with control, right? Good. And then shake it out. Okay. And we'll switch sides. And we'll do the other leg. So balance through your standing leg. Find your tree so your knees turned out, either heel, calf, or thigh. Any of them work. It doesn't matter which. I'm going to scoot over a little bit. Lengthen, find your balance. And then if you have your partner, find your prayer hands. And if we can do this, you can do it. Yay! So find your balance, pulling your belly button, lengthen through the spine. You're standing with your whole body, not just that leg. Good job. All right, one more deep breath. And we're going to bring that leg down with control. Thank you, Brittany. You can go get ready for the wedding now. All right, so shake it out if you haven't already. Bring your feet about hip distance apart. Again, let your arms really relax. Just kind of shake them out a little bit. So this will be the last thing we do before we move back to the floor. So shake your arms out, let your shoulder relax, let your knees bend a little bit. Maybe get a little shake in your body. Now I want you to find your stability. Your arms are heavy and relaxed here. And we're just going to twist from side to side and let your arms go. Let them go wherever they go. And if they tap your body in the front and the back, that's actually pretty good for your lymphatic system. So Let your arms be heavy and let them just tap you as you twist from side to side. Breathe deeply into this and just notice. And then slowly let yourself come back to stillness. Let your arms be heavy at your side and either soften or close your eyes and just notice how your body feels right at this moment. Good. We're going to make our way back to the floor, so however that is comfortable for you. And while you're doing that, I'm going to check the camera here. Making your way back to the floor, seated position to begin with, making sure that your feet are on your yoga mat so that you can lay back in just a moment. So just sit with your feet out straight, your hands at your side, so staff position, spine lengthened, and just notice the sensations in your body from just sitting with your legs out. Flex your feet, your toes are pointed at the ceiling. And then we'll slowly bring our arms out in front of us, and we're going to slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, make our way down to our back. So, a little core control here. When you make your way to your back, just to make sure that you're still on your yoga mat. Let your arms come down to your side, palms to the floor, bend your knees, bringing the soles of your feet to the floor, hip distance apart. We're going to take a couple of breaths here and just feel the floor beneath us. Notice sensations in your body. Notice if they're different than how you felt sitting or standing. All right, so we'll move to the next position. We'll do a little hip work here. So reclined pigeon. We're going to bring the right ankle to the left knee and let the right knee move out away from your body. And you can lightly push your knee out with your right hand if you want, flexing that right foot. So that'll help with your knee. Now this may be enough of a hip stretch for you, and if it is, that's fine. You can stay right here. If you want a little bit more, you can lift that left leg off the floor and bring your left knee and right ankle into your chest. And anywhere in there, you can grab the back of your right thigh if you want, or you can just continue to hold your knee. It's up to you. Again, listen to your body and do what feels good in your body. Breathe deeply and just notice here. Hip stretch. More deep breaths. And then slowly, if your foot is up, bring your foot back down to the floor. And bring your right foot back down to the floor. Take a moment to just notice. And we'll do the other side. So this time, left ankle, right knee. Left knee moves away from the body. And again, this may be enough of a stretch in your hip for you. And that's fine. Stay right here. If you want a little bit more, pick up your right foot. Know that both sides of your body may not be equal. So listen to your body and only move in the ways that feel good for you. Kind of relax into this. Breathing deep. Two more deep breaths here. And then slowly bring that right foot back to the floor if you had it up. And then your left foot to the floor and just notice again. So your feet are hip distance apart, and I want you to walk your heels a little bit closer in. Bring your hands, palms down to your side. We're going to do a few bridges here. So you're going to press in with your feet and lift up with your hips on your inhale. And we're going to lift up as far as you can go. So inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly come back down. So moving with your breath again. Focus always on the breath. Inhaling up, we'll do a few of these, moving with your own breath. Exhaling down, slow and with control. Let's do two more. When you're done with your two, we'll take a couple of breaths, hips on the floor, just noticing. Your shoulders relax and your arms relax here. So we're going to do that same pelvic tilt that we did in tabletop on the floor. So it'll even be smaller here. So inhale, you're going to tilt your hips upward. Exhale, you'll tilt your hips back. Your lower back will press against the floor. So we're not really lifting anything off the floor here. We're just tilting back and forth and noticing the sensations in your lower back. Let's do one more. Meet back on the floor. Put your heels together and your knees together. And take your arms out to the side. So you can move your arms after we get into this position. We're going to do a little supine twist. So we're going to start sending our knees to the left, which means we're going to shift our hips slightly to the right. So shift your hips tight slightly to the right, and then take your knees to the floor to the left. All right. Now, adjust your arms so that this is comfortable for you and your legs. If you need something to prop under your leg or in between your legs, that's perfectly appropriate. or if you need to adjust your knees further away from you or closer in. Again, find where this is kind of comfortable, adjusting your arms as needed as well. If you want a little bit more, you can actually look away from your knees. So that gives you a little bit of a stretch in your neck as well. And I'm actually going to lightly let my left hand rest on my knees. Kind of allows them to relax a little bit and do a little bit less work. Continue to breathe deeply. Feel your ribs expand and contract. One more breath. And then we're going to bring our knees back to center. Shift our hips back to neutral just for a breath. And then shift our hips to the left and let our knees go to the right. Again, each side may be different, so adjusting as appropriate for you. Taking a few deep breaths here. Last one. Inhale, knees back to center. We're going to move into Savasana, so you can just let your legs go out straight. If you want your knees propped, you can let your knees prop your knees on a pillow or a blanket. You could also turn to your side if you want. Just finding where your body can be comfortable and still for a couple of minutes. Closing your eyes or letting your eyes softly focus on something in the room. Bringing your attention into your breath and just taking a couple of deep breaths, but allowing your body to relax and settle, and allowing your mind to relax and settle. Take one more deep breath here. And bring your attention back into your fingers and your toes, and just wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch your body. And when you're ready, roll onto your side in the fetal position. Taking a deep breath here. And making your way back to seated. Softly letting your focus on something in the room, letting your shoulders relax again. Bringing your hands to heart center. Taking a deep breath in, filling your heart center with love and compassion for yourself and for others. I appreciate you inviting me to this event and allowing me this time today. The light in me sees, honors, and bows to the light in you. Namaste. Thank you.
You, Les. That was terrific.
Yes, thank you.
I unmuted people, but they are staying muted.
I'm seeing some faces now.
Yeah, we were watching some people throughout. So this was terrific. Thank you for being part of today and helping us relax and kind of regroup as the day goes on. We miss seeing you in person, and give your mom a hug for me when you see her in a little bit.
I will. Thank you, Jan. Thank you, everybody. I'm missing you guys in person too.
Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you.
We'll see you next year.
Bye. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right, everybody, remember that we now have to sign off, and you go to the next tab, which is the financial planning with Mark Atherton, and he will let you know about some resources that are available. So see you guys soon.
Bye bye.